Thank you, Corporate Director. Good morning, colleagues. MDC, good morning, and officials. Chairperson Babung Konza, GNT Executive Committee, Sandapo Gauteng Executive Committee, officials from local government and provincial government. Once again, we are gathered here to share our vision and map our mission for the future of the taxi industry in Gauteng.
On behalf of SATAGO Gauteng, I commit to work together with the MEC Mamabolo to ensure efficient and growth and sustainable minibus taxi industry. I look forward to today when this taxi industry is fully integrated to the broader public transport plan. I would also like to urge the MEC that this taxi industry, it really needs subsidy. This is the only mode of transport that is not subsidized in this country, the taxi industry.
Let me thank the three program directors, the acting HOD of our department, Mr. Makuku Mampuru, and let me also thank the opportunity to thank Mtate Mlalazi, the General Secretary of GNTA, and of course the Chair of SATAGO, Mtate Mkonza. Let me also just appreciate and acknowledge the presence of the Executive Mayor of Thank you very much, Executive Mayor. But also take the opportunity to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Eric Kaiya, we call him Mpati. He is representing the Office of the Premier, Premier David Makura. And I'd like to welcome you sincerely. I think we must give him a thunderous So I really must admire Eric, the way I was welcomed. I think since I was MEC, in all the functions I've been to, I've never received this very good welcome as today. I would like to thank all the delegates for that warm welcome, and thanks very much to you. I would like to thank you. Now, program directors, let me also just take this opportunity to this very important provincial taxi summit that we are holding today and tomorrow. And I'd also like to say, or perhaps dedicate my remarks and address to all the people who died in the taxi industry. And I would like us to, in the course of these 2 days, to have them in our memories. And let me also take this opportunity to remind everybody that we're meeting at a time when the country and the world this month celebrates the life well lived of our internationally celebrated icon, Tata Nelson Mandela. We're meeting in the month which is dedicated to his very good legacy. And I hope that during the course of these discussions, we will also take a little bit of 2-step back and think about the leadership and legacy of Nelson Mandela, so that his good leadership can help us to have a very good summit. The taxi industry needs a Madiba touch. It needs the touch of nationalism. And I'm quite sure that if we were to remember Nelson Mandela, we will be very clear on how do we need to take the taxi industry to the next level. And of course, in line with the theme of this summit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I must say I'm deeply honored and privileged to stand before you today and to make these remarks in this very important, historic, and what will stand out as a memorable Provincial Taxi Summit. We decided to convene this Provincial Taxi Summit mainly of the minibus taxi operators in our province very early in the term of the 6th administration. As most of you might recall, it is indeed not so long that two major things happened. One, the successful national and provincial elections in which the 6th administration was voted and finally inaugurated. Our own Premier, Honorable Premier David Makhura, also not so long delivered his excellent and memorable State of the Province address. And I can say, subject to correction, that this might be the first summit convened in the early days of any administration in our province, but perhaps even national. Now, I was saying last night when we had a brief interaction with the executive committees of both Santago and GNTA, I did say to them that, subject to correction, this might be the first summit convened since the new administration was put in place, but comparatively perhaps the earliest when any administration is put in place. So I'm not sure which part of the country has had a government summit, but I'm saying, subject to correction, this might be the first. Now, there are reasons why we have convened this summit very early in the term of the 6th administration. The first reason why it was important to convene this summit very early, it is so that we give ourselves enough time during the next period of this administration, the next 5 years, to implement the resolutions, the outcomes and the decisions that we will make at this conference. And I'd like to say to you that I am quite sure that the resolution will also find their way and be a very important part of the plans that our Honorable Premier has directed us as all MSCs to present to him in the 100 days period that he announced from the date of the State of the Province address. So it was very much important that we start early, we start now, so that throughout the entire period, we can monitor the progress we will be making in the implementation of our resolutions. But secondly, we thought we should focus very early on the minibus taxi industry, because Premier David Makhura has actually directed us as a department, myself and the HOD, that we should focus on the taxi industry. The Premier has made it very clear that his priority in our department is to modernize the taxi industry, to turn it around and to take it to the next level, so that together with yourselves, we can grow the housing economy.
Reveal yourself, mighty. Reveal yourself, reveal from heaven. Reveal yourself, mighty. Because we are directing to you forever, mighty.